evening. My name is Meg Fisher and I'm the chairperson of the Mayor's Youth Commission. I'd like to welcome all of you to this year's brick dedication ceremony to remember your loved ones who are no longer with us. Tonight's ceremony is hosted by Mayor David Bogdala and Mayor's Youth Commission members, Alderperson Bill Seal, Detective Tamar Franklin, Nikki Payne, Isabel Golage, Alexander Beddig, Terrell Franklin, Avery Meacham, and executive assistants to the mayor, Rhonda Etzmuller, and Barb Rangel. This memorial gives us a way of remembering those special people who have touched our lives and continue to hold a place special in our hearts. The brick dedication ceremony began in 1995 after the idea was proposed by Kenosha residents Gilbert and Sharon Osman, who lost their son Jason at the young age of 20. The bricks that are placed at the park around a beautiful tree serve as an everlasting reminder of the people we love and care about. Mr. Osman said it best when he said, "We will always remember them in our hearts, and now there's another place for those memories." The memorial bricks purchased under the Buy a Brick program to remember loved ones of any age are marked with the name and years of birth and death of those we have lost. Proceeds are used to maintain a memorial and fund the Youth Memorial Scholarship, where each year, worthy youth in Kenosha area are selected by the Mayor's Youth Commission to receive scholarship awards. Thank you for purchasing a brick as a way to both remember family and friends and to support deserving youth in Kenosha. I am sure there are special stories about each person for whom a brick has been purchased. This evening, while we are remembering our loved ones, take a moment to recall a special memory of the person you are honoring. Let your own stories, those which are kept close to your heart, bring a smile to your face tonight as they are remembered. Tonight we have a very special group of men. I would like to introduce you to the Kenosha Area Vietnam Veterans Honor Guard to present the colors. At this time, please rise if you are able. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'd like to introduce Avery Meacham, who will sing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and Thank you, gentlemen. You may be seated. I'd like to introduce Mayor David Guaidala.
Well, good evening, everybody. First of all, before I begin my remarks, I really want to please give a warm shout out and applause for our Youth Commission members, as well as Rhonda and Barb from my team. I know we had to kind of pivot a little bit because of the weather, but I know that we'd probably rather be sitting out there. But if we couldn't be there, I couldn't think of a better place, and a better place to hear a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner than right here in this auditorium. So please join me in a round of applause for our commission members. It's a little different. I feel like we've got a spelling bee we're about to start. We'll have to ask Alderman Seal. Give him a hard one, somebody. Good evening, Kenosha. Good evening, family and friends. Tonight we gather not simply to dedicate bricks, but to honor lives, celebrate legacies, and reaffirm a belief that has always been at the heart of Kenosha. And that is, one generation has a responsibility to lift up the next. As we stand together here, surrounded by family, friends, and memories, we are reminded that the story of a community is not written in buildings or monuments alone. It is written by people, in parents who guide, mentors who encourage, neighbors who care, and young people who dream of a brighter future. Each brick placed outside carries a story, a name remembered, a life cherished, a lesson passed on. Some of those stories bring smiles, some bring tears. All remind us that the bonds of family and the community endure long after we are gone. But these bricks are more than just markers of remembrance. They are foundations for our future, because every brick purchased helps support scholarships, service projects, leadership development, and opportunities for young people throughout our city. They will help the new generation discover that they matter, and that their voices are important, and that their future is worth investing in. Generations of young men and women have come through the Youth Commission. They have volunteered in our neighborhoods, organized community projects, learned the value of public service, and carried forward the spirit of giving back. Many have gone on to become leaders in business, education, public safety, healthcare, and civic life. Their success is a testament to an enduring truth, and that is, when we invest in our young people, we invest in the future of our community. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson that is represented with these bricks here tonight. The people we remember are not gone from us entirely. Their values live on in the lives they touched. Their examples live on in the families they raised. Their hopes live on in the young people who will benefit from the opportunities created here. And that's how legacy endures. Not simply through memory, but through action. Not simply through words, but through service. Not simply through what we leave behind, but through what we inspire others to become. You know, America is celebrating her 250th year. And we've always been a nation that has been built by people who believed in tomorrow and it could be better than today. You know, Kenosha is no different. We've always been a city that's built by people willing to roll up their sleeves, help a neighbor, and invest in that next generation. Tonight, we see that spirit alive and well. To the families who purchased these bricks, I say to you, thank you. To the volunteers and supporters of the Mayor's Youth Commission, thank you. To the young people who will benefit from these scholarships and programs, know this. This community believes in you. We believe in your potential. We believe in your future. And we are counting on you to now carry this forward through the values that have made Kenosha such a special place to call home. So as we leave here this evening, may we remember that the greatest monuments are not made of stone. They are built in the lives that we touch, the opportunities we create, and the hope that we pass on to those who will follow us. May God bless the memories we honor tonight. May God bless the young people who will carry those legacies forward. And may God continue to bless the great city of Kenosha. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Commission members Bill Seal, Terrell Franklin, Nikki Payne, Detective Tamar Franklin, Alex Bettig, and Isabel Gutledge will now join me as we commence with the memorial reading of the names.
Gerald Jerry Alfredson, Sharon Mickey Alfredson, Peggy Cox Amadeo, Brian Kent Anderson, Dolly Anderson, Don Anderson, Natalie Andrusi, Richie Alozi, Stanley Bacek, Max Baer, Rose Berry, Ted Berry, Kevin Beasley, Timothy Becker, Jeffrey Belcher, Christopher Benhoff, Angie Lynn Body, Benita Lee Body, Christopher Bond, Paula Bond, Randy William Bond.
Gilbert Bose Jr., Marilyn Bose, Calvin Scott Bedrick, Susan Diane Bedrick, Gerald Breitenbach, Daniel Burns, C. Terry Ann Campbell, Julie Lynn Capodarco, Louis Capriato, Tim Carney, Matthew P. Cohen, Elizabeth Costello, Deb Randalls Compson, Cynthia Rose Cunningham, Gerald Scott Davis, Herschel Bud Devine, Chester DeGow, Belinda Dial, Mary Domes, John C. Donalds, Michael D. Dower.
Arlene Erie, Ellen J. Folland, Patrick J. Frederick, Ronald R. Frederick, Catherine Friedrich, Donald Friedrich, Cosmo Gabriel, Geraldine Gasper, Gail McRee Game, Jessica Jeunesse, Anthony Giles, Ellen J. Giles, John Giles, Victor J. Gottler, Kalasia Graham, Helen Grant, David Gregorski, Brennan J. Havocan, Jeff Heck,
Janine K. Hennick, Al Hayden, Marie Hayden, Richard Heisey, Sally Heisey, Catherine Holtz, Roth Holtz, Frank Hujic Sr., Georgia Hujic, Emilio Infusino, Marianne Ironside, Kayla Jackson, Melvin Johnson, Nancy Kobus, Russell Kozel Jr., James Kopiski, Tanya Krimble-Vine, Tom Kaczynski, Geraldine Lechman, Tommy Land.
Dennis Laverne, Brittany Lumley, Lance Corporal Terry B. Lund, Lisa Lyons, Marjorie McAllister, Addison McBride, John McClure, Marilyn McClure, Beverly McPherson, David McPherson, Christine Maki, Eric McAzow, Edith Smith Mamasipi, Timothy Mandley, Linda Markovich, Jerry R. Martin, Louis Matalis, Vivian Matalis, George Maddock, Sonia Maddock,
Mary Ann Matoska, Peter Matoska, Caesar Mattioli, Jeff R. Maurer, Bonnie Mayhew, William Mayhew, Jackie Myers, Michael Merritt, Maisie Rose Mitch, David R. Morin, Timothy Nelson, Dominic Donald Paul Nudie, Sylvia Nudie, Jeffrey Nyberg, James Organ, Gilbert Gibb Ostman, Sharon L. Ostman, Joanna Parker, Joanna Pasco, Albert Patty, Doris Patty, Lucille Petty,
Jackie Falsteifer, Mildred Farr, Roger Phillipston, Cindy Pugh, Suzanne C. Suzanne Sue C. Prosco. Commander Sergeant Major Lawrence Jamie Richter. Bob Robbins. Shelley Marek Robinson. Austin Rollins. Sue Rose. James Ruffalo. Rosemary Ruffalo. Natasha Reddick. Patrick Ryan. Ephraim J. Santiago. Hazel Snick. Pete Snick. Edward Seelig. Marie Serpy. Maria Schaefer.
Irene Schaller. John Schaller. John Sinkley. Rosemary Sinkley. Elias Smith. Marshall Smith. Layla Stahl. Amber Christie Stubbe. Carrie Swanson. Kyle D. Tenon Ives. Vicky L. Tippett Baker. Brooke Tomaszewski. Gabriella Tomzak. Karen Topolovic. Thomas Tyler. John Ventura. Elna Vernizzi. Ronald Vernizzi. Andrew H. Vincent. Gunther Vogt. Liasolette Vogt. Patricia Walker. Kyle David Walters. Jerry Watron. Mary Ann Watron. Michael J. Watron. Romy Weingrad. Stephen Weingrad. Patrick Webking. Edna K. Wade Weichel. Andrew Wotak. John Wykevtich. Kathy Wykevich. Zamiron Wright. Roger Zien. Brett Zymetz. Catherine Zymetz.
Thank you. Everybody take a deep breath. That was wonderful, wasn't it? I'd now like to call upon Commission Member Alderman Bill Seal to read a special poem titled To the Children, which was written by Chrissy Lagarda for the annual dedication.
To the children, To these children, whose precious memories live in us all, we dedicate a planted tree to remember you all forevermore. For the dear children who were born to be loved, yet were taken away much earlier than we had hoped for. Now this tree will grow and grow, past the endless pain, cold as barren snow. This tree symbolizes faith, hope, and our deep love for you all. So let this tree stand as you once did. Let this tree grow as you once did. And let it blossom, pointing us in the direction of a new day we can all embrace.
Thank you. And at this time, Avery Meacham will sing Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've known less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Thank you. Now, if you would, please stand if you are able for our Veterans Salute. Thank you, gentlemen. Please be seated. I'd like to take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to all of those who've made tonight's event possible. Assistance to the Mayor, Rhonda Etzmuller and Barb Rangel, to Legends Sound for providing the sound system, Kenosha Area Vietnam Veterans Honor Guard for their continued support, the City of Kenosha Parks Division for installing the memorial bricks, Allegra Printing for providing our programs, Jason Rimkus of Kenosha Community Media for recording tonight's ceremony, and Avery Meacham, our singer for tonight's event. Lastly, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for participating in our Buy a Brick program. I hope this brick dedication ceremony has given you a chance to take a moment to reflect on the wonderful memories you have of your loved ones. This concludes tonight's ceremony. On behalf of all of the commission members, thank you for allowing us to share in this special event with you. Good night.